Hey guys, welcome back to today's video, and as you know, I just recently made a top 10 armor mods video. So in that time span that I was making that video, some great mods came out and some that I even missed before that mod even came out. So we're going to be looking at the hottest mods to touch Nexus. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you happen to be enjoying my content so far. But as of right now, let's dive right in. The first mod up today is another mod by Vikin named Animated Carriages. First we had animated ships, and then we had boats, and now we have animated carriages. So now when you travel Skyrim, well, not all of Skyrim, just on a specific road. They aren't traveling everywhere because it just came out, but maybe in the future. But when you travel along this specific road, you will see carriages filled with people. Or maybe just a few people, but they'll all just be living their best life. Based on the description, it has over 100 radiant quests of NPCs, and I have no idea what that means, but I'm going to assume that it means you will almost never see the same combination of NPCs whenever you see these carriages. It will always feel kind of new because it will have multiple variations, and the best part is that you can actually join them if you find a way to get on the ride. So it's basically a free carriage ride for you, but if it's too crowded, then I might advise not to get on there. And also, as I'm making this video, a new patch just recently came out that actually extends the paths, well, it adds one alternate path that you can also explore with this mod. Before we move on, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to some of my patrons that's been supporting me. My Patreon is free, so anyone can get the content, but for the people that decided to actually support me, I want to give a shout out. First we got Rogue Koala, then there's Giovanni Ricci. I feel like I said their name correctly this time. Let me know if I did. I can't forget Aaron Putty. He's been here for a while. Also shout out to Christopher, Tom Price, Ahmed. Let me know if I said, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I said your name correctly, right? There's also Alexander, shout out to him, Ben, and Hugtan. Thank you guys for supporting me. And as you can see, I'm pretty bad with names. Guess you better stick around and keep correcting me until I get it right. And also, if you would like to receive a shout out, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. But as of right now, let's dive back into the regular video. Okay, so I did put this in my previous video where I ranked armors, but this armor is called Ysmir Armor by Fourth Unknown. I feel like it kind of deserves its own full showcase instead of just ranking it and berating it, especially since HDT patch just came out. This armor was already pretty much one of the best armors to come out recently, but with the HDT patch, it might just be my new favorite armor. But all bias aside, this is an armor based on ancient Nord metal. And also, to go with this armor, if you want, there is an optional file under the main files just to get a weapon. It is a battle axe that goes with this set. It doesn't come in the base mod unfortunately, but I'm sure there's a good reason for that. Oh, and also, because it is a Fourth Unknown mod, make sure you grab Xtudo's patch for this because I'm not sure if they do it on purpose, but Fourth Unknown always releases some type of armor with a few bugs on it, so Xtudo has to fix it, but they release at the same time. But either way, teamwork makes the dream work. I really prefer armors that look like this because they try and stick to Skyrim feel rather than looking like they're from a modern RPG and making every vanilla armor look dumb. But even if it doesn't fit part of the lore that I've ever heard of, maybe it's still part of the lore and I would love to learn about them. I am wondering what Fourth is going to do next in terms of monster mods, but all I can do now is wait. Oh, and because this is a Fourth Unknown armor, it can be found in your game. You don't have to use an add item menu like me. But Fourth likes to kind of do it in riddles to make you actually work for it, so you can't just really find it easily. But if I happen to find it, I will be showing it in a video. But if I didn't, then I just gave up. The next mod is a pretty simple one by KittyTail named Frost VFX Edit. Just like their Flame edit of similar name, this overhauls the way that you see Frost spells in your game. And I don't know about you, but I don't use Frost spells, but this edit makes it look beautiful, so maybe I'll start using it now. And like I said, this is a very simple mod. It's nothing super magical, but it is very beautiful. So as long as you let it overwrite other textures that might edit the Frost spells, your game should be fine. And since you're going to be getting this mod, since this is such a great showcase, you might as well match it with KittyTail's other Flame mod. I keep adding S to KittyTail even though it has no S, but that mod is called Flame VFX, just like I said, you might as well match the two. The next mod is a super simple but immersive mod named Dialogue Expansion, and this one is for the city of Windhelm by Adam Dunmer. This is an ongoing series, and that's why I said for the city of Windhelm. This one just happens to be the newest version. To quickly explain this mod, it adds more life to the dead city of Windhelm. It was already pretty dead before, but then the Blood on Ice quest happens and now it's even more dead, literally. But this mod gives the existing residents of Windhelm more lines that are lore friendly and fun to actually hear. The voices are voice used in 11 Labs, they aren't voiced by a real person, but fun fact, I used to use 11 Labs very early into my video making and people already thought that was a real person speaking. So I can just tell that they probably improved a lot since then. Like imagine this whole time this was an AI voice and not my real voice. Nah, to be honest, with you guys calling out my grammar issues every single video, every chance you get, I doubt you'd believe this was an AI voice. Here are a few voice lines just so you can kind of get a feel of what you'll be signing up for when you download this mod.
Too bad. This is our city. Ours. Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only.
Appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. Our little girl died recently. I've been shouldering my days with strong need, but nothing good.
Next mod up is a mod I actually wanted to showcase in my previous video, but I was having issues with it. But now everything's working perfectly fine. This mod is called City Bag Checks by Jonksor. Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. But the way this mod works is that when you approach a gate, there is a small chance that guards will randomly decide to check your belongings. The way that this mod is set up is that I believe anyone in the guard faction or has a guard keyword on them can do it. Like when I was watching someone else use this mod, another NPC approached them that wasn't actually a guard and asked to check, but this mod can be configured in its MCM as well. At base, when you first install this mod, there is only a 10% chance that they will check, but I turned it up to 100 because I am a masochist. When this mod triggers, a guard will approach you slowly. You will know that it's actually activating. It is a forced greeting, and if you stop the talking to them, they will give you a bounty and start attacking you. As well as if you take too long to reply, they'll also give you a bounty. But if you pass the check, you won't be checked again for a while. And I know this because I had to keep reloading just to get it to trigger again because no other guard hall or guard faction would check me after the first one. And also a little small thing, they won't consider small inexpensive things as stolen like clothing or even just a small gem. They mostly check for contraband like skooma. So if you have any of that on you, I advise to drop it or sell it to the Khajiit caravan first. So if you're an impulsive looter, this might end up getting you put in jail. Next mod up is actually a new armor mod that just released. It is female only unfortunately, but this armor is called Einherjr Armor by Fafney B. I actually looked up how to say Einherjr. I thought it was Einherjr, but I mean that wouldn't make really any sense. This mod comes with options of 2K all the way up to 4K, but I mean that's kind of the only two options. But I mean that's all you need, especially considering this has built-in support for 3v8 and B-Hump, so everyone's getting this wonderful armor straight out the box. This doesn't just come with the armor though, it also comes with separate ornaments because it is highly modular, and weapons in the shield as well to go with the set. I downloaded the 4K version and that download alone came with 600 megabytes, so I knew I was getting a lot with this. There are 9 color schemes and based on the description, they were made just to fit the households in Skyrim. And I feel that's perfect because if an armor is red or blue, I kind of feel the need to go to either faction. But considering there is multiple colors now, I can just go to whatever faction I want. 2024 has really been spoiling us lately with the amount of armors coming out. I can only imagine what the later half of this year is going to be because it's already starting off great and it's only about to be March. It'll probably be March by the time this video comes out. The next mod up is a mod that takes us to Fort Greymoor for a simple and FPS friendly overhaul named, well it's kind of still named Fort Greymoor by Snoz 2004. This is a continuation of the previous series and a welcome one in my opinion, considering how great Greymoor looks now, and with the small additions of immersion. This overhaul fixes the fort, making it look like an actual real fort, but instead fixing it up with wooden planks because I mean bandits are still kinda lazy, they just prefer to kill things and steal things. But more bandits are also added to the fort because it never made sense that 4 bandits could defend an entire fort, and that's kinda why the Dragonborn always just breeze through this place. But now it's more of a challenge. I definitely recommend this mod if your list just feels like it's missing that one little small mod, then this might just be it. The last mod of today is an armor mod named the Wandering Summoner Outfit by Small Salt Lemon, Smole? small, one of the two. And honestly, I feel like I'm running out of places to do armor showcases for, but this mod adds a new mage themed armor, and it's also female only. Well, I shouldn't call it an armor, it's technically an outfit that will be compatible with all the mage perks for if you're only wearing robes and no armor. This outfit does come with 11 parts. Well, it's kind of just 10 because the code has two options that make it 11, one for wearing a wig and one without it. The only thing that people might not like about this is that you can't craft it, but considering it is just an outfit, you can also find it in game. You don't have to use that item menu, but you probably will anyway. But like I said, considering this is just an outfit, that isn't kind of cheating just to be able to find it in game because it doesn't add any armor rating to you, unless you have a mod that does that. I do feel like Skyrim needs more of a city clothes type armor mods coming out because I like to have a city outfit and a murder bandits outfit, just because I like to do it for fun and roleplay. Alright, that was it for today, guys. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments. But before you actually do scroll all the way down there and start trashing me, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. But as of right now, I hope you have a great day. Peace and love.